Wagwan, Wagwan. Welcome to my third installment of Work in Progress. Um, how do you start your day? In the past, I used to unlock my phone first thing in the morning, open my messages, social media, work emails, and I found that my mood would be determined by the messages I was reading. So, if I got a negative message or a stressful work email or a negative headline in the news, my mood is already, negative. And then that will just be a domino effect for the rest of the day. Everything's looking down. So I found that this reactive way of waking up, this reactive way of starting my day, was 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 not good for me. And 3 years ago, I started journaling. So in my journal, I write my identity, I write my values, I write my prayer points, my key life lessons, my proudest achievements, and goals. So every morning, I read my journal, and this reminds me of who I am, what matters to me the most, and my trajectory in life. This morning ritual ensures that I wake up on the right side of the bed. It ensures that I'm in a positive mood, in the right mood for the day, motivated to face any challenge that can come my way. And it's a great way to cleanse yesterday's negatives and restart the day on a positive vibe. I find that this makes my mornings more proactive. I wake up on my own terms, and for the last 3 years, it's been really. I can see the effects. I can see the changes. That's something that I've been actually taking for granted because it's become automatic. It's an automatic habit that I haven't really actually sat down and been consciously grateful for. Another great thing about using a journal is introspection. So whenever I'm feeling some type of way, or it's been a stressful week, things haven't been going in according to plan, maybe I made the wrong decision, or I'm just in my feels, I'm feeling anything other than peace. I sit down and write, and what prompts me to write, I ask the question, what? So one of the key things in that has been found about introspection is most people, they ask why. So they ask, why always me? Why is this happening? And studies have shown that asking why causes you to focus on your problems rather than moving forward, making introspection counterintuitive. So instead of asking why, it's best to ask what, because why questions trap us in our past, but what questions help us to create a better future. So, for example, you ask, what's going on? What am I feeling? What's the dialogue inside my head? What is another way to see the situation? Or what can I do to respond better? And recently, my personal favorite has been, what is my trajectory? So I feel like this is a good, the last question, what is my trajectory? It's a great introspective question because it allows me to assess whether what I'm doing right now in the present, if it is aligned to where I want to be in the future. You know, Whenever I find myself doing anything, be it procrastinating or trying to be busy, but on a task that's not really relevant in my life right now, I ask that question: what's my trajectory? Does doing this add more value to my future, or it's something that is just for immediate pleasure? Because more often than not, present pleasure leads to future pain. So I find journaling helps a lot because whenever I feel out of shape again, I can always just reopen my journal and reread the time I felt the same way and see how I dealt with it. And it's also a great reminder of, that if you've done it before, you can do it again. So you won't let past demons or past stresses come back to haunt you again. Another key thing is introspection is not a dear diary. Writing in a journal is not dear diary. Today I did no. It's something that I try to be I'm very honest with myself, because no one else is going to read this. This is not for marks. This is not for posting or for likes. This is just for me and myself and I. And I get very real with myself. You write, it's just you, and it's great. Instead of trying to deal with stresses or with thoughts in your head, when you put them down on paper, when you actually reread them, and sometimes you tend to find that, wow, I'm stressing over something that's actually not really that much of a big deal. And also I find that reading problems, or reading something that's bothering me, it's easier to come up with a way to respond to it. It's easier to come up with a solution to that. Yeah, so this is my way of staying sane. This is the way that has really helped me in the past, still helping me now. I'm grateful that this has become an automatic habit. Every morning, at least I try to do this. And yeah, I find that I haven't been admitted to an asylum yet, which is good. It's great news. And yeah, journaling has really helped me. And I'm really keen to hear what are some of the ways that you guys do, some of the ways that you guys stay sane. How do you, center yourselves? How do you remain going, towards your goals, or going towards living your best life? To say, how do you not get held down? How do you break free from the chains of being stressed, or from the chains of adulting? I'm really keen to hear some of the ways you're doing it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and take care.